Hello, and welcome to the Mystical Soul reading for this week. My alarm's coming off. So this is from the 7th to the 13th, and we have just had the lunar eclipse today as well. So I'll read a little bit about that. But first of all, to get into it, one of the potions that will support you the best this week is the Vision Quest, because we have just had also with this eclipse, we've had it in Pisces, and it is the full moon as well. So Vision Quest, really getting tapped into our intuition. And what this eclipse was about was revealing what's been hiding and really bringing it into the forefront. So whether it's like secrets coming up or things that were maybe details or things left out, a lot of people finding out things that were perhaps kept hidden or kept secret, things of this sort of nature. But it's also trusting the gut feeling. So a lot of us have had intuition about things happening in the background, and now it's sort of we're at that stage where we're like, oh, okay, those premonitions or the intuition that we've had have now come to the surface. So the crystal that I recommend for you guys for this week is a smoky quartz. Now, I do recommend more of like a cut focused, whether it's a laser or some kind of generator. This one is a Vogel. So I do feel like we want to speed things up in terms of the healing work, the letting go of any karmic cords or anything else pulling us back. As I said, with the 12 zodiac signs, there was a lot of relationship stuff coming up for every single sign this month. So it's almost like we're doing away with karmic connections that are no longer for best and highest good. We're helping to move and transition into a time of where we're really honoring self and respecting self and being in this place of really what is in our best, interest and value. So let's get into some of the astrology. So we've also just had Uranus start its little retrograde journey. That was just a couple of days ago, September 6th, and it is in the sign of Gemini, and it will return back again to Taurus, which it had just come out of. It will come back again into Taurus November 7th. So during this moving backwards, we can also expect unpredictable changes, things like that, that will transform our lives for the better. So it's almost kind of giving us like a revision or this mental energy with Gemini to go over things, or like a do-over type energy. So it's really going to help us bring the patterns and the signs and synchronicities and all of that to our attention and see what it is that not just our soul, but kind of, I guess, where we're at astrologically, like what is that communicating in terms of our soul growth. So today we've had the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So that is in the 7th if you're in the northern hemisphere, and the 8th if you're in the southern, like myself. So this is opening up a doorway to release and for realignment as well. So eclipses often act as a cosmic turning point. So we know that the energy of this will be with us for the next 6 months. So really look at especially going into the 21st, when we will have the second, which will be a partial solar eclipse. I think it's 21st of September, and we will do more about that in the upcoming shows. But we want to have a look at this gateway of the 7th, 8th portal being where we tap deeper into like the dreaminess of Pisces, or visioning and vision quest. And by the end of the next one, we'll really be at this stage of feeling more definite, more grounded. I just saw 333, more organized with knowing where it is that we want to go for the future. But at this point in time for this week and for today especially, this is a balance highlighting between the spiritual aspects of our lives and our daily routines. So Pisces is drawing us inward. I don't know if many of you are feeling like to do more meditation and things at the moment. I definitely am doing a lot more saunas and things of that sort of nature. It's like this inward kind of detox feeling, but also paying attention to dreams is really important, paying attention to intuition and those whispers that our soul will bring up as well. Or as we've said before, catching that first little thought that comes from the subconscious and noticing when our mental mind will try and cover things up or try and like shift our attention away from what the subconscious has brought up. So we also have Sun in Virgo, so happy birthday to my gorgeous Virgos as we've entered your season as well, the end of last month. And this energy reminds us to stay grounded with this. So I definitely am making a calendar for my spiritual practices at the moment. And also in terms of like, I'm really looking into, you know, eating windows, fasting, things of that sort of nature, just trying to like schedule and organize to make sure I get as much done as possible. Because I'm finding if I'm leaving it too much into the Pisces energy, I'm trying to go with the flow, that time ends up getting taken up. So I'm really trying to use this Virgo energy that we have at the moment as well to make sure that everything is organized, everything is planned so that I can keep on schedule with this transformational energy. So together, this energy will reveal where we're out of balance, where we need to bring things back into alignment. So it'll show if we're drifting into chaos or clinging too tightly to control. So definitely expect intuition, insights, emotional breakthroughs, even a sense of like a soul mission or a purpose coming to the surface and feeling like, okay, I need to know what it is. And don't worry, if you don't know exactly just yet, you should have more of an insight by the time we come to the partial solar eclipse a little bit later in the month. But anyway, what's hidden is now coming to light, guiding us to honor both our earthly duties and our inner world with devotion. And this is about trying to bring this balance as well. So as the days unfold, the moon will shift from this beautiful Piscean energy into a bit more of a fiery Aries energy. So this will help to bring fresh insight, fresh energy, kind of sparks and surges and new inspiration. So it's definitely trying to push us to take action on things. So this will bring a little bit more of a sense of courage and a bit more of a sense of feeling like there's something that we need to build. But I would say with the other energies unfolding, it's definitely a gentle reminder to not rush. Don't try and build a building without doing proper foundations. So make sure that you are using this Virgo energy that we have at the moment as well to tick everything off the list. Make sure you're crossing the T's, dotting the I's. This will help us to keep grounded and to stay present. The other thing is you will feel this energy towards the end of the week as well, just like little nudges from spirit. So whether it's writing it in a notebook, looking up, if you're getting number synchronicities or feeling drawn to maybe watch certain videos or meditations, things of that sort of nature, really look at like what this energy is speaking to you. So this will be a beautiful energy pushing us towards growth and towards new beginnings as well. So even though it's a little bit of an arduous time, it will be a productive time when we look back on it. So a lot of things are falling away at the moment that are not in alignment with our best and highest good. So I just want you to differentiate between what the ego wants and what the soul wants, because a lot of the time the soul wants what is best for you, whereas the ego wants what is comfortable, what is familiar. I was going to say safe, and I heard spirit correct and say familiar. So just keep that in mind too. And before we get into the cards, I just want to share with you guys, oops, do I have my little screen up? Let me pop this up. So I just want to share with you, we do have a couple of shows that you might have missed out on. So we had the gorgeous Yana with Quantum Surprises, and she will be back shortly as well. We will be doing a second show together. And we had the lovely Stephen and Evan Strong and a beautiful surprise guest with Leah joining us as well. And tomorrow we will have the show with Lisa and Sherry. So please make sure to hit that notification button. And also noting down the bottom of the screen, I've got the discount code LOVE. That is actually for, let me just bring this over. This is for, if you scroll down on the front page of solreta.com, you'll see here, this is for the couples psychic tarot sessions. So if you use the discount code LOVE, that will be for all of September. That will save you 10% off that particular booking with me. But we also still have the psychic tarot reading, the galactic session, face reading analysis, and the holistic wellness sessions as well. So lots to choose from. And potion wise, I would say that the complete potion bundle is still the best value and saving. And that way it makes sure that you've got each potion in the cupboard on hand to work with for each of the weeks and astrology alignments, and also in particular terms for what it is that we work with for the new moon event. So the new one will be up shortly. And this is the one from last month. So it is a video chat, and we do meditation, we do identity shifting work and letting go of hidden and trapped emotions and other things that are holding us back to achieving that best version of self. So I do love doing that with you guys. Let me just turn that little screen share off and we'll get into the cards for today and for this week ahead. Okay, so I'm just starting out with the Mythios deck. And let me know in the chat below. I would love to hear how you guys have experienced this eclipse. How's it felt to you? Has anyone had any interesting dreams? I know I'm having electrical issues, and it always feels interesting. It always feels kind of supernatural when we're around charged energy seasons. So let's have a look for our beautiful soul tribe, what to expect. I've got 2 cards so far. A 3rd one, a 4th, and a 5th, and I'm hearing them say flip it. So we have a 2 of coins. So we have walked through, this is a positive portal. It is Jupiter and Capricorn energy. We do have a 5 of cups. So as I said before, that weighing up between the ego, knowing like, okay, I just want this because it's comfortable and it's familiar. And then the higher part of us knowing that there is a change and transformation that a lot of us are calling in at the moment. And with this 5 of cups energy, this is asking us to look at perhaps, grief around letting go of certain situations, looking at disappointment, and also looking at our fears. Because in the other deck, the Thoth deck, it is kidneys at the top of it too. And we see that the water is kind of like lymphy and just like filled with almost like emotional toxicity. So this could be also letting go of toxic relationships and really honoring peace. So 2 of Swords, this is a card of peace. This is also sometimes having to look beyond what is just shown to us on the surface or beyond what our thoughts are. It really is asking us to go deep, deep within, to reflect and to look at like the deeper heart meaning of what it is that we're supposed to be in alignment with. So we do have new pathways opening up. Now with this card of the Fool, it's not about having to know the destination before we get to the end. This is just simply about taking that first step, and it's about experiencing it. But there's a little bit of excitement, a little bit of naivety that comes with this too. And we see the 8 of Swords. So the only thing holding you back is the 8 of Swords energy, which I do tend to call the mind prison card. And with this too, it's Saturn. So have a look at, where are you trying to control outcomes? Where are you playing it safe? Is it with work? Is it with your creativity? Is one word Spirit's giving me. And do you need to perhaps get a little bit crazy with a paintbrush or colors and explore? So I do feel like this is a little bit of exploration to do with like your growth, because the 2 of coins for me is like a portal opening. So we'll get some Star Tarot to go with this and go a little bit deeper. They're asking me specifically to go deeper into the 5 of Cups. So we've got inner childhood wounds and patterns that your body is trying to communicate, your mind and psychology are trying to communicate at the moment. So have a look at the current situation. Look if there's any themes present with what it is that's been coming up for you. And I wouldn't even say just this week. I would say that this has been going on collectively. Almost like this energy of coming up, cycling back and coming up again, cycling. So there's that kind of feel and flow that's coming up. The other cards that we have, and I should say this is Scorpio and the Sun with this. So it quite often represents the inner child or healing those emotions and things too. We have the card of Strength. So there's a huge amount of courage that we're summoning up for this week. So do your practice, whatever ritual it is, whether it's I am that witch, the potion, I highly would recommend that because it's really great at magnetizing and holding your power back. But whatever it is, other things Spirit is showing me too. I keep getting shown this image of like just feeling separate. So whenever it feels like the emotion that you're energetically lassoed in, okay, I'm separate from that. That is not me. And call your energy back. You might even cut some cords or things. And yeah, we've got a 5 of Swords. So any mental energy, anxiety, defeat energy, mindset stuff that's hanging around, any negative talk, we want to snip it and cut it and nip it in the bud, as they say. So with this 5 of Swords energy, we know swords represent thoughts and things too. So really doing a lot of energy work to clear thought forms would be really good. Yeah, we've got the Lovers card too. So for a lot of you, this is connections, communication. This is Gemini energy as well. So we're seeing this with Uranus come up, going into the sign of Gemini. So make sure that you're clearly communicating, make sure that things are balanced, that they're coming from a place of the heart, especially with the cup side of things, just looking if there is any patterns. And we don't want to be reacting or responding out of our old wounds too. So really put a little bit of a pause, just be, I would say, a little bit more careful with your words at the moment. Yeah, Queen of Cups. We want to be in this space of working and honoring our intuition and being this beautiful queen that has this nurturing motherly energy. And it's not saying that you have to be that in relationship, but this is also about you knowing your value and worth. And let's see what else we need with this. So we've got a Knight of Swords. It's not having like full-on conversations, but it's addressing things that might be oppressing you. So a Ten of Wands is a card of Sagittarius and Saturn. So it's noticing where things are preventing you from coming into a higher, better version of self or suppressing your growth, with this Saturn energy that we have. And we've got the Death rebirth cycle with the Seven of Swords. So with this, really look if there's anyone hanging around or any situation with Seven of Swords energy. It's known as a card of futility, but it is also this energy of things sometimes happening behind our back, which they should have come to the surface right now, because we've just had that literally with the eclipse today. So we could be talking about today's energy, but we're going to have some things purge out. We're going to be saying some goodbyes this week, it feels like. Yeah, we've got the Temperance energy. For some of you, it might be a little bit further away, but we are going to be moving away in a different direction. And with the Six of Swords, that's right, Lyra. She's talking in the background. So with this, it might be that there's other things that are also going to be taking us in other directions. So say, for example, the vision spirit is showing me is we're sitting in one location, and that's all we sort of know, and that's all our surroundings. All of a sudden, I'm seeing what looks to be like a plane ticket coming out and then the world opening up. So I do feel those things that are coming in that the universe wants to bring in, that spirit wants to bring in. But I feel like if we're stuck in this closed down limitation or this kept busy emotionally energy, that it's much harder for the energy to come in and manifest for other things, other opportunities. Yeah, we've got a Princess of Pentacles. You guys have heard me call her the stubborn teenager before, Aries energy. She usually, everyone dictates to her what to do, how to be in the world. And she's the one that learns her strength and power through conviction. So it's committing to your vision, doubling down on it is what we see with this. Princess of Pentacles also has a wand that has an octahedron on the end. So it's putting your thoughts out there, putting your manifestation out there, and you're literally flipping the script on reality. So don't let people talk you into a box is what we're seeing for this week. Yeah, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Just keep moving. So this is Sun and Virgo energy, and we have the Three of Wands. So definitely hold your virtues. Don't let people bend you. Do not let your will be swayed in a different direction. Do not let people tell you that you're not capable of things, is what I'm feeling. Fiercely protective over you all, like a mother bear. Fiercely strong about. I feel like don't listen to the people. They're speaking from their limitations. So that is coming up very strongly. Let us get the Alice in Wonderland deck. Someone who does not live with limitations. So we have a Five of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. So we're definitely seeing perhaps some relationships ending with things that were perhaps hidden or things that we couldn't see before. We're now seeing them a lot clearer this week. So we've got the Justice card. Some of them might be karmic situations that you guys are in as well. And we've got the Four of Swords. We're healing karmic situations, and certain situations we're having justice around. So some people might be receiving their karmic, let me think of the word. They might be getting served their karma on a plate to do with situations where people may have hurt you in the past. We've got a Knight of Hedgehogs. We have a Seven of Swords. Yeah. For people that were sneaky, doing things behind your back, it's not necessarily that the whole rug is going to get pulled out for them, but we do have where things are maybe taking a lot longer for things to manifest for them or things to shift and change. I feel like many of you beautiful bright lights in our soul tribe have been so patient, so loving, and really putting like yourself to the back burner in order to try and help other people wake up and put other people first. And I feel like this has diverted you from your soul mission, diverted you from your path. And with this, it's almost like being blinded or blindsided. So I do feel right now it is, let me just see what this means for my gorgeous soul tribe. So we have, let me just count these flowers. We've got an 8 of Wands, and we have a 7 of Wands as well. So I do feel like you're going to have to be a little bit tougher, a little bit stricter on boundaries at the moment, because you're noticing where people are draining your energy. You're noticing where people are calling you off to do like one little assignment, or can you just do me a little favor? So you're noticing that your energy is getting drained and you're not getting the time to do what it is that you need to do for you. So that is a quantum jump card for me when we get the 8 of Wands. So it is Sagittarius, and let me just see the vision of what the other one, Mercury. So notice where your mind is being hijacked, and we've got the World card. You're ending this. You're actually calling it out where you're being hijacked. So as I said at the start, put things in your calendar, because if it's not in the calendar with this particular energy at the moment, and we have Virgo to utilize with this, that the Pisces energy will start to keep us more in that dreaminess, and we just won't get the jobs done that we need to. So further advice from Spirit, we have the Page of Teacups. So it's not that you have to cut people off cold, but, and we've got the 7 of Hedgehogs. You need to invest more into yourself at the moment than you are into other people, because so many of you are beautiful people pleasers. I'm just getting asked to get one more for this. So we have an 8 of Cups. Really notice where people are holding you back is what we're seeing with this. And I also want to get the Lemuria deck pulled out to me today too. So let me know in the comments if this resonates. Please go check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign on the 12 zodiacs that I put out for the month of September. And yeah, seeing the theme across like all 4 of those signs for you really does help. So this is such a beautiful card for the point of time that we're in right now. We have the card of transformation, and we see her on her knees, very honestly, sort of like looking to the sky or looking to this fairy light type energy. Let me just read this little thing and we'll see exactly what this is about for us. And I'll hold up the deck in a minute too, so you guys can see. And I think we had the card before. I think last time we used this deck, I think we had Violet Flame, which was the number before then. So this is the beautiful deck. And we have self-nurturing, going within, time alone, being present with your feelings, cocooning before the butterfly. Be gentle on yourself, and angelic embrace. So let me just see if I can, this is really about like releasing and purging the emotions. So like if you need to cry, cry. If you need to yell or scream, also doing this. And it's like reveling in the twilight before the dawn and letting your wings uncurl is what it's about. So we're being prepared for this transformation, but we really need to purge out this other energy. So it really represents going inward and being truly present with yourself and whatever it is that you need to process. So it's also about like holding space while you're in that. And really, it's okay to feel delicate. It's okay to feel vulnerable. Let me see if there's anything else. It's all just about healing coming from being in the present moment too. So if you are finding emotions and things coming up at the moment, just being present with them, being loving to yourself, doing nice things for yourself too, whether it's running a bath, doing a healing, doing a meditation, going for a walk, whatever it is that you feel, making a potion. I know that for me is like an active service that I do for myself to nourish. Anyway, everything is in the code box below, or sorry, the description box below, including the invite to our private Soul Tribe event. So this will be a beautiful activation. You'll also see the link come up if you go into the post section on my channel. So please head on to that and you can get an invite to the free event coming up on the 19th of September, which will be the evening of the 18th if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And it is a free invite and it's going to be so packed with value. We're going to do very similar to a new moon event, but I will make it individual, tailored specifically for our soul tribe that is on this channel. I just appreciate you guys so much that I wanted to create a space and a container, because I know it's not possible for us to physically meet up together right now, but I just wanted to really like be in circle with you guys. So I can't wait to be in this space with you. It will be a live Zoom chat as well. So I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow with Lisa and Sherry. Bye everyone.